Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Skyrim Plus. Today we're featuring Lion Thane Stronghold by Gwendragon. When you install the home, the courier will deliver a message.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Let's read the note about Lion Castle. My dear child, I found work as a steward in Lion Stronghold thanks to the farmer, my old fellow soldier Sten Stonehand, and I moved there with all of our family. Unfortunately, there is a big problem with the main mansion, the Lion Castle, which was one of the properties of Lady Arabelle Devoux, your grandmother's ancestor. It turns out that the vile alchemist Arceus cursed the castle at the time of Lady Arabelle. During the day, the castle is quiet and the waiter can maintain the order of the property, but no one that had passed the night there had survived. I think we may be in great danger, my dear. We need your help. Come and find me at Lion Stronghold, your father. After reading the note, we travel to the home right outside of Whiterun to find our father. Hi, Dad. What happened? Are you in danger?
Yes. The castle is haunted by a lycanthropic ghost. He killed everyone that ventured there at night. You are the only one that can face such evil.
Sure, Dad. I can handle that.
Great. I know that we can count on you. But be careful. The werewolf ghost was the old Jarl of Whiterun transformed by the vile alchemist Arceus.
Next, you'll head into the house to kill the werewolf. When you defeat him, get the dragon claw from his inventory. The quest log update says that you'll need to go to the Lion Stronghold mine and use the dragon claw to discover the secret behind the ancient door. When you leave the manor, the mine is straight down the hill from it. Let's head inside. When you enter, look for the dragon claw door behind the Debellin statue. Enter it. And there's Arceus! He's still haunting this place. After defeating him, you'll get a quest update. You defeated the very ghost of the vile alchemist Arceus. Go on to take your reward. And on this table, you'll find the charter. I, Lady Arabelle Devoux, the rightful owner of the Lion Stronghold, by decree of Jarl Morin, in accordance with the Whiterun Liege, guarantee the ownership of Lion Stronghold to the holder of this chart, united at the appointment with the title of Lion Thane, and all of the benefits coming with the stronghold, given that if the holder carries this chart, he or she will have defeated the vile alchemist Arceus, who haunted the Lion Castle halls. The spectral lycanthropic form of who in life was the old Jarl of Whiterun. The only condition I put on the new Lion Thane is that he form a detachment of the Lion Guard with the Stronghold's men-at-arms and be ready to help High Rock when the time comes. In faith, Lady Arabelle Devoux. Witnessed by Renda Ice-Eyes, Housecarl of Jarl Morin of Whiterun, 9 First Seed, 2nd Era 578. After reading the charter, you get a quest update. It says, you got your reward and became the new Thane of Lion Castle, accomplished with the legacy of Lady Arabelle Devoux if you feel so, and found a new detachment of the Lion Guard with the men-at-arms of the Stronghold. You also find some extra goodies in the cave. Check out this snazzy new armor. There's another set of it in the chest right next to it. Let's see what's in this treasure chest. Ooh, lots of precious gemstones and 10,000 gold. Oh yeah, that's a reward right there. Now that we've assumed ownership, let's take a world view of the area to gain further insight. As you can see, there's Whiterun and Dragon's Reach. There's the road that leads to Riverwood and the Hunting Brew Meadery. There's Pelagia's Farm, and directly next to that is the Lion Thane Stronghold. It's looking pretty impressive from this vantage point. Let's drop down and check it out. Check out this front gate, and it has its own custom banners. You have a guard out front, and you actually have 16 NPCs in the property. 6 are guards, there's a farmer and his wife and child, there are 2 miners, and there's a merchant, Anna the Sweet. There she is right there. She works at this stand from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. She's a general goods merchant. There's a stable for your horses. And then look, you have some apple trees along the side of the path. You also have some lavender, tundra cotton, and several different mountain flowers. On a separate note, this home also houses your mom, dad, sister, and grandfather too, so that could be interesting for role-playing purposes. Across the path, you have a farm with several harvestable ingredients. Starting on the far side, we have some blueberries. And in the back, you can see some juniper berries and some wheat. And then these new plants are actually wheat too. And check out this scary scarecrow. I bet you he does his job well. There are some tomato plants. You can see some potatoes, some cabbages, some gourds, snowberries. There's a side entrance with some more custom banners. So far, this place is really impressive. There's some more juniper berries too. And as you can see, the place is well populated already, and you have potential to add 10 followers, 6 children, and a spouse too. So imagine how booming this place could be. Check out this view of your new home. That's got some curb appeal. To the left, we have a small house where some of your built-in NPCs live. To the right, they have a cooking pot, a table, a chest with some miscellaneous armor, and a couple of beds. There's your dad and grandfather. Okay, let's head back out. Straight ahead, you can see the mine where you defeated Arceus. We'll come back there in a moment. First, we're going to head left. I believe that's the farmer's child that we mentioned earlier. If we go up these stairs, you can visit the guard post. If you go into sneak mode, you can get a pretty good view of Dragon View from here. Alright, let's keep moving. The next place we're going to visit is this animal pen. Inside of the animal pen, you have several goats, cows, chickens, and then you also have 4 chickens' nests over here, so if you want to use their eggs for alchemical ingredients, feel free. There's a big jug of water. And then check out this grain mill. That's looking pretty nice. And there's the mill itself. It does function, I tested it. Okay, to the left we have a couple of apiaries. There are some green apple trees. There's another apiary in this corner. Some more green apple trees. Another apiary. More apple trees. I think we have an A-B pattern going. Okay, in the back of this home, you have a woodcutter's axe to the right to use on this wood chopping block on the left. You have a storage chest, tanning rack, an anvil to the right, and to the left you have several smithing skill books. And you also have a grindstone. There's a workbench in the back, and a little cabinet with some goodies. Let's check out the front of this house. This side room contains some honey products, some jugs of milk, some different cheeses, including this cheese that I'm not familiar with anyway. You can make it in this crafting cheese kettle. Primo Fiore cheese heals the caster 50 points, needs salt pile and 2 jugs of milk. Interesting. Right next to that you have some ale mead cider. And it looks like you have some other crops over here too. On the shelf you have Ashfire Mead, Argonian Blood Wine, and Firebrand Wine. There's a workbench. Now that we've seen that space, let's go view the main home, which is the home to 10 of the mod's NPCs. As you can see in their large living room, they have a fireplace, cooking pot, oven, butter churn, and a dining room table. Downstairs, the main bedroom contains 7 beds, and the back bedroom contains another single bed and a double bed for the farmer and his wife. Now that we've seen what the non-family NPC homes have to offer, let's go take another look at that mine. Before we head in the mine, I wanted to highlight some of the mod author's landscaping efforts. They added some flowers over here, and on the other side of the entrance they added this well and another colorful arrangement of flowers. Now let's go inside of that mine. I really like the lighting and the ambiance when you walk in. You're going to notice several different ore vein types, like corundum. I believe to the right this might be ebony. And I'll show you where each of these hallways lead because they're all pretty short. I believe that's iron ore right there. You also have a wide variety of mushroom life, which can be quite helpful to the alchemists of Skyrim, particularly if you want to make health potions or paralysis potions. As you can see, we have more diversity in the types of ore that's offered. And before I forget, you're able to craft the new armor that we found in the reward section of the quest at your forge for your men-at-arms to wear. This was the section earlier where we had to use the dragon claw to enter, and right around this corner is where we battled Arceus, the vile alchemist. Which means that this is your reward area again. So there's where your treasure chest is, and your armor, your charter was, and those are Stalrim ore veins. Rather than going through all of the tunnels, I'm going to teleport us back to the entrance, and we'll continue on our merry way. Check out this view of our home on the hill. We're about to climb this hill to go see the other side of the front yard. And when we get to the other side of this rock, you have a second garden area with tomatoes, gourds, garlic, leeks, wheat, lavender, apples, etc., etc. And check out that Gildergreen tree. Beautiful. You also have an outdoor dining area. It looks like it's covered in ivy. You have a cooking pot. One of your men-at-arms is using it already. Very nice. And then if you look down from the deck, you'll notice that you also have a fish hatchery that we haven't checked out. I'm going to use mental telepathy to take us there. And look at how impressive that was. My powers grow every day. Alright, you just saw the body of water. And then as we come onto the deck, you have a small place to eat your fresh fish. And look at that swordfish on that pole. Yikes. There's the door where you deposit your fish. And that completes this area. Now that we've seen this, I'll teleport us back. And now we'll check out where our mom, dad, sister, and grandfather's house is. By the way, I know you're still impressed with my mental telepathy. Okay, here's their home. And then off to the right, they have a little deck that they can eat and enjoy the beautiful days of the Whiterun tundra. And now we're ready to head inside. First, they have a well-decorated living space with a fire, cooking pot, butter churn, a dining table, windows, and artwork. They also have a nice sitting area with some custom shields in the background. Those look fantastic. And downstairs, under the stairs, they have an alchemy lab and storage chest. They have a bedroom with 2 single beds and some storage. And they have a primary bedroom with a double bed, noble furniture, a dresser with a vanity and wash basin, and an office space. Now that we've seen your family's home, we'll take a closer look at the outside of your new home. The front of the house looks grand with roses on the gates growing up the side of the home, lions on pedestals, and custom flags and banners are prominently on display. The home has several of these cool statues like that man and this woman holding the ivy. Super cool. Alright, let's head inside and see what that has to offer. When you enter, you can head left or right to get into this same living space. Look at those beautiful roses to the side, and look at this huge open space with these really tall walls. Banners are on display, tapestries. It looks really grand. To the right, we have our throne area. You have a couch and carpet with a custom emblem. You have 2 thrones, lion statues, and look at that cool painting. Next to that, you have a huge fireplace, several comfortable chairs, a little table, some bookshelves in the area. I could see this being a comfortable reading nook. Here's another impressive mural. This door straight ahead leads you into a special item storage area. We'll come back there later. And then here's your artsy corner with another mural and several instruments. Maybe you could entertain your guests. And next we have a pool room. Look at the banners and the carpet and the chairs, all with that custom emblem. Statues all over the place. Look at this fish right by the stairs. There's a chase lounge. A beautiful mural. Look at this statue that I just saw the other day in our cabin, and it has roses surrounding it. I love this space. This is probably my favorite design space of the home. The lighting in this area is fantastic too. Okay, as much as I hate to leave this pool room, we're going to go ahead and see what else the rest of the home has to offer. And here's a small table, and you can see the logo on the chair. Very neat. And right next to that table, you have your bar. Maybe Inigo could be your bartender. Look at that cool tapestry. And look at this epically large dining table. I imagine you could probably feed a follower or two in this space. That's really impressive. Look at the spread. And look at these tapestries. Those stairs take you up to your children's room and followers' room. That door takes you to a kitchen and dining space and some balconies. Look at this cool statue at the bottom of the spiral staircase. And instead of making us dizzy, I'm going to fly to the door at the top. Check out those windows. When we head through this door, we end up on the balcony. And you can see where those lion statues on the pedestals were. There's one to the left and to the right. And if you come over here and look off to the side, you can see Dragon's Reach, you can see your entrance, your side garden, your family's home, and now we're ready to go back inside. Now that we're back inside, we're going to fly down to where the bottom of the stairs would be and go to the left. And when we enter this door, we discover a small restaurant. You've got some nice tables, chairs, paintings, beautiful lighting. You have a couple of cooking pots and a hearth fire oven with some harvestable ingredients. Some roses on display. And usually I do my best to avoid stairways, but I'm going to take us up this one because it's just so unique. Look at this glass paneling. And as we round this next corner and you see the glass paneling again, they've lined it with roses. Very pretty. And then you'll end up at the top with 3 sets of doors. One on the right, one on the middle, and one on the left. We're going to go through the one on the right first. And when you go through that door, you find some more stairs. And when you take those stairs, you'll discover one of the highest vantage points on the property. Look at that excellent view of Dragon's Reach, Whiterun, and then you can even see your initial farm and the fish hatchery. And as we turn back, we can find a couple of benches, a small table, and flags flying prominently. If you were to go through the middle door, you would end up in this section. You've got a table, some custom fabric on these chairs, archery targets, training dummies. You have an outside dining area covered in ivy. Here's your view of the city. And if you went straight through that door, you'd wind up in a skill increase room. That'll make more sense later. There's a cooking pot and a small table. And now we're going to go check out the last area. So if you went through that last door on the left, you'd wind up on the side ledge. It has some pretty bushes, some benches for you to sit. I imagine they made this space mainly to make the exterior look more interesting from the side. For time's sake, assume I went back down all of those stairs. We're back in the main hall and we're taking the stairs near the dining table. Our next stop is the children's quarters. These quarters can accommodate up to 6 adopted kids, and as you can see, they'd have a great space. They have a sitting area, an area to train their skills. There's that custom logo again. They've got their own tapestries on display. And then we'll get a close-up of what one of their bed quarters would look like. A chest, a bed, a desk area, and a dresser. Looks like they even have a little map to study. Next, to the left, we have their bathroom area. They have a triple vanity with wash basins. And on the other side of this partition, they have a clawfoot tub. How luxurious. Now, if we go back to where we were, we've got a little shelf for some of their doll clothes. And then on this wall to the left, you have some maps and some educational things for them to study and be the smartest kids in Skyrim. Now we're going to head further up the stairs to your followers' quarters. These followers' quarters can accommodate up to 10 followers. As you can see, they've got an excellent place to relax. After all, they deserve it since they're sworn to carry your burdens. Look at this artwork that's on the wall. And their quarters are actually very similar to the children's quarters. You do have 4 beds on this wall, 4 beds on the other wall, and you can see they have a similar bathroom to the kids in the corner. And then they have an additional 2 beds in this separate partition. Maybe if you get some followers that get along particularly well, you can have them room together there. Okay, we're going to head back downstairs. And now we're going to take a left around this corner, and we're going to go to that door that we see straight ahead of us near the artsy area. But I will say, there are some more stairs behind this door, so I'm going to magically transport us up those stairs so we don't get any motion sickness. And we're going to look at our special items room. It does have a light switch to the left, so we're going to flip that on. Ah, much better. You have your Thieves Guild displays to the left. There's a display for Ysgramor's shield and Wuthrod. There are your Dragon Priest masks. To the right, you have a map of Skyrim and 2 weapons plaques. And then you have a spot for your black books. Here are some more of your Dragon Priest masks and the Mask of Clavicus Vile. There are your Elder Scrolls, your Insects in a Jar, and your Dragon Claws. And look at this cool shield display. And you have the hold banners above that. Now, the hold banners and the shields come equipped already, but all of these special items you'll need to gather and populate. Look at that cool tapestry. This safe has a backup copy of your keys and some more precious gems and 3,000 gold. You have some more weapons plaques over here. And then there's named storage for gold. And we have some more stairs, so I'm going to teleport us up. And this room is known as the Laboratorium. You may remember earlier in the tour when I referenced a skill boost room. This is it. Check out that custom arcane enchanter. In this room, you can select one of the floating symbols to boost that given skill by 30% more for 4 hours. The skills that you can boost are Alteration, Conjuration, Destruction, Illusion, Restoration, Enchanting, and Alchemy. And you can see the different symbols floating, like that blue one would be Conjuration. Look at this awesome globe. And the floor is glass so you can see down into your special item storage room. Too cool. You have some more floating symbols over here. And then it looks like you have a little office space, an arts and crafts space. Here's your alchemy area with a custom alchemy lab. Look at that microscope, that looks pretty great. But yeah, this is a unique concept for a home mod to devote an entire room to skill boosting, especially with the way it's designed. I've only seen a couple of homes implement this, like Shellblade Castle, and some of Lowcaster's homes have those books that you can study once a day that automatically level up a skill of your choice, which actually encourages you to go home more often, which is clever by them. Now that we've seen this space, I'm going to bring us back to the main hall so we can check out our last door. The last door is just right past the throne room, and it's to the left. This room is an all-purpose crafting room. I'll close the door so we have a better view. It looks like they've stamped the logo in front of each of the crafting stations, starting with your disenchanter. Next to that you have name storage for jewelry and gemstones, and then next to that you have your custom arcane enchanter. You have name storage for soul gems, and above your enchanting stations you have some themed artwork that matches it perfectly. Then you have name storage for alchemy recipes, a safe, a custom alchemy lab, storage for ingredients, potions, and poisons, and some more themed artwork. I like that little alchemy sign. And then next you have your full smithing suite. There's ore storage, there's a custom modeled smelter, a tanning rack, grindstone, workbench, anvil. You have a wood chopping block in the corner. And then these safes are named storage for weapons, armor, and crafting materials. Here's a desk with a smithing skill book. And then right by the bottom of the stairs, you have more named storage for armor and clothes, weapons, and Dwemer artifact storage. Let's head up this spiral staircase and go check out our bedroom. And this is one of my favorite spaces too, along with the pool. We'll start on the left side of the room where we have some fancy vases, a couch, chair, bed with chest in front, an armoire. You have a vanity with a wash basin, a clawfoot tub, storage for your armor, your weapons. There's a bookshelf. You have storage for notes, journals, and books. And then over here, you have a couple of light switches. And you may be thinking, what do those control? Well, first, do you notice that there are lights underneath these windows? And there's even a light on the ceiling by this great mural? The lights are controlled by those switches on the wall. So right now you're seeing it in peak brightness. The switch on the left controls the dome ceiling, and the switch on the right controls the ones underneath the windows. Before we leave this room, I wanted to show you the beautiful paintings next to the windows. Now that we've seen all that this place has to offer, it's time for final thoughts. Lion Thane Stronghold is an impressive first release by Gwendragon. They implemented a backstory, quest, and awesome player settlement at a very convenient location. The Stronghold offers 16 custom NPCs, room for 10 of your followers, 6 children, and a spouse. It features a mine with several different ore veins, a couple of gardens, a special storage room for collectible items, a fish hatchery, unique recipes, all expected cooking and crafting stations, skill boosts, apiaries, wood chopping blocks, a grain mill, animals, beautiful paintings, statues, and well-designed decor. There's something for everyone in this home, and I've really enjoyed my time exploring it. I hope you like this one. This concludes our feature of Lion Thane Stronghold. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and leave a comment with your thoughts. To see more of my past tours, click the playlist on the top left. To see my future content, click the channel icon on the bottom left to subscribe. And to never miss an episode, click the bell icon to receive notifications of when I post. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next episode.